Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 9 of my FC25 Bradford City career mode. If you do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well. If you are new, can we try and hit 30 likes on today's video? That'd be massively appreciated. And don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. Now, firstly, I've seen Forza Bantam's comments. He's not happy with the pitch, so I'm going to see if I can try and find out how to change it. I assume it will be in Customised Club. I know that where I can't edit the stadium, but I can edit the pitch. Right, let's edit the grass. No, that's not what we want. Can I get rid of the football? Right, we'll go checkered small and hope that gets rid of like the American football style markings that we've got on the pitch. I know that it does actually look like Oddsall Stadium, but I'm hoping that we've now got rid of the ugly pitch, because it was quite ugly and I didn't actually know you could change it in there. And somebody also mentioned that I can see in the squad hub about Cheick Diabate's injury. I'm going to assume it'll be in just the actual squad hub bit, but if we go down to Cheick Diabate, he's able to play in 8 days' time, so he'll be back in this episode. That's very important for us because he's been a very big player for us so far this campaign. Obviously, in the last episode, for those who didn't see, we are struggling. We do have an FA Cup match though, away at Swindon Town to start with. They're going to play the usual 5-3-2 formation that everybody else seems to be playing so far this season. In terms of our pre-match training, we'll do some inside the zone dribbling, which is apparently only going to benefit Paris Magoma. I've got a message here from Joe Adams. He says, I've been he's been playing pretty well lately. He's been feeling good and he doesn't want to be on the bench against Swindon. I'll think about it. You're probably not even going to be in the squad. You had your opportunity. They were going to be very limited. You took it and then didn't take the next one. But with it being at the FA Cup, I'm inclined to make a couple of changes for this one. Neil Byrne is going to come in for Cheick Diabate. Alassana Jatta is going to lead the line instead of Andy Cook. Anthony Sarsvik as well is going to come in for Alex Patterson. We'll give Corey Evans a start as well over Owen Bailey. Brad Halliday is going to drop down to the bench. We're going to put Johnson out to right back, a position he's not played much so far this season. We'll stick Halliday on the bench. Shepherd can also come into the bench and Joe Adams can have a spot on there as well. No more changes, I don't think, for now. No more changes for now. Let's get into the first game of today's episode and hopefully we can get through into the second round. Swindon coming forward here early doors with Aaron Drinan, former Leyton Orient man. He finds McGregor in a little bit of space. Looks for the ball inside, but that's well cut out. Although the referee has given a free kick for some reason. That seems a little bit harsh. An opportunity here for the number 27, that is Cox, to take it. It's going to be a left-footed attempt. He's actually going to leave it. Number 5 is going to whip a shot in, and that is an absolutely outstanding free kick from the Swindon at number 5. I have no idea who stuck that in the back of the net. I don't know where it's come from, but Swindon lead very early on in today's game. That can't be Will Wright. I'm 99% sure Will Wright is right-footed, but he's swung that one in with his left foot. There's 0 XG on that, apparently. He's found the back of the net. It's 1-0 to Swindon. It's a hell of a free kick, to be fair. It's gone over Aidan Baldwin's head, who decided not to jump. Sam Walker can't get into it. And 5 minutes on the clock. It's Swindon Town 1, Bradford City 0. Another bad start. And Swindon are coming forward again here. Cox plays it through here into Tushamanga. On loan from Peterborough. Goes for the near post. Well saved there by Sam Walker. Really, really bad start from us in this opening 11 or so minutes. Corner comes into the box towards the front post. Loads of Bradford players have left the ball there. Both Richards and Johnson. It's a free header for former Rotherham United central defender Grant. And thankfully, it's gone over the bar. What an absolutely terrible first 13 minutes we've seen here. It's been absolutely shocking. Although we've gone long, and unfortunately Paris Magoma is offside. I've just seen Ollie Sanderson win a flick on. I don't think I've seen him do that all year on career mode. As you can see though, Magoma clearly offside, unfortunately. Drinan on the ball, approaching the penalty area, spins away from our defender. Clark's going to get off a shot. I think that was going into the side netting, but Sam Walker felt it was necessary to tip it around the post, and now Kilkenny will swing in a right-footed out swinger towards the back post. Sam Walker's out, he claims, on this occasion. As of right now, I'm genuinely considering first half changes because we're all over the place. It's defensively though. Defensively has been the problem. I've seen a few of your comments. I think Neil's been a regular commenter about January is massive for us, and it certainly is. We need defenders who can defend. Thankfully, Diabate is going to be back in today's episode, which is important, as Corey Evans gives the ball away. But even going forward, we're not scoring enough goals, and we're conceding far too many. You're not going to get promoted with that sort of record, are you? With them problems. Sanderson finds Paris Magoma, looks to get off an early shot, and that's well saved by the Swindon goalkeeper. Sanderson now with a back heel. Richards picks up the ball, and instead of being positive, he wanted to pass it backwards. We've given the ball away, and once again, Swindon regain possession. Although we now have a throw-in, and you know what? 25 minutes on the clock. Not interested. This has been shocking so far. We're going to see a change in formation. I can't watch this nonsense any longer. We're going to go to a back four. We've not got any wingers, so we can't bother with that. We've just got to go with narrow formations. We're going to go to a 4-2-3-1, and that means a few slight tweaks. Although, to be fair, I think a lot of the players are actually going to be able to play in these positions. We might not necessarily need to make any substitutions. We can get through to half-time playing like this. I know Aidan Baldwin's probably not natural as a holding midfielder, but I reckon he could do a job there in real life, to be honest. Cox coming forward for the hosts over on the far side as we approach the half-an-hour mark. It's been a really poor game from us so far, in all honesty. Looking to get away from Paris Magoma, occupying the right-wing position at the moment. It's now looking a little bit silly that we got rid of Clarkador. I look back at our summer and I really do regret getting rid of some of the players that we got rid of. I was kind of accepting basically any transfer offer we got rather than actually thinking about doing the best thing for the football club, because I mean, Paris Magoma on a 2-year loan for the rating he is looked like a really good signing. That's a poor finish from Alassane Jatta. But even Paris Magoma, has he even scored yet? Has he got any assists? It can't be many, really, can it? Ollie Sanderson picks up the ball on this left side. One last opportunity to get a goal back before half-time. Ball comes in. Header from Owen Bailey, I think there, was pretty comfortably saved in the end by the Swindon goalkeeper. Judging by his name, he's maybe German. It doesn't look like the actual Swindon goalkeeper. I think he's Bycroft, who does make a lot of errors in real life. Unfortunately for us, they haven't got him in goal, and that's probably why he's saving the few limited chances that we've had on goal. I look at our team right now, and I'm frustrated with the way that we are playing. We've got a few players who are playing out of position, which is not ideal. Can anyone play as a holding midfielder? Nobody really can. We're going to put Aidan Baldwin back into centre-back, and Neil Byrne can come off for Owen Bailey. Jamie Walker is also going to enter the pitch for Alassane Jatta. We'll put Sanderson up front as the lone striker. Walker out onto the left-hand side. I don't think Patterson can play as a natural attacking midfielder, can he? Oh no, he can, so we'll do that change as well. I think that's 3 changes at the break, for now anyway. And we're also going to bring on Brad Halliday for Callum Johnson. I'm not messing around. We can't keep this losing run. I'll keep changing, I'll keep making subs, changing the formation until we find a formula which is consistently going to win us football matches again. Halliday on off the bench, looking to make an early impact. Driving down this near side, he swings a ball in now, although it was more out. It comes to Ollie Sanderson in the box, and that is blocked by the Swindon number 24, Hall, in the end. Really positive start from us here. Let's hope we can get a goal. I think Sanderson's looked quite lively in this one so far. Kilkenny picks up the ball here for Swindon, an opportunity really for them to counter. Now Shimanga on the ball. Baldwin looks to close down the angle. It's saved by Sam Walker. Thankfully drops to the feet of Brad Halliday. That could have been a very easy tap-in for Swindon Town. We will also plan for our final change of the game to come on to the pitch, and that will be Andy Cook, who will eventually be entering for Ollie Sanderson, but I'm not too sure when that will actually go through. Sanderson's played quite well, but I think we just need Cook's clinicalness. We don't want to go out in the FA Cup in the first round, especially against Swindon. Patterson picks up the ball now, finds Sanderson. It'd be amazing if he scores here. Instead, he's been smashed. That's going to be his last touch of the game. He's now leaving the football pitch. Magoma picks up the ball on this right-hand side. Finds it into Brad Halliday, a little bit of space for him. He looks for Andy Cook to strike, and there is the equaliser. I think he's onside. The camera angle looks a bit dodgy. Andy Cook definitely is onside. 63 minutes on the clock. About 5 after Andy Cook enters the pitch. We are back level in this game. Sanderson's had a few half chances, hasn't really been clinical enough. Andy Cook there though with the left foot strike at the goalkeeper's near post. Levels things up for the Bantams, and it's another assist there for Brad Halliday. I say another, has he had an assist at all so far this season? Either way, Andy Cook finds the back of the net. It's Swindon Town 1, Bradford City 1. We've now got 25 minutes to find a winner. I don't think FA Cup replays are on here. I could be wrong though. Alex Patterson picks up the ball in the midfield looking for Andy Cook. He gives it chase and now finds a back heel into Jamie Walker. A little bit of room here for him to curl one. Unfortunately for us, he curls it just wide. Less than 20 minutes left on the clock now. We're certainly starting to build some pressure up though. Shimanga picks up the ball here, looking to get away from Kieran Kelly, and he does. Ball through here into Ollie Clark, who with less than 10 minutes on the clock puts the horse back in front. Somebody from our midfield has not track the runner, and the former Mansfield Town man finishes into the back of the net, formerly as well of Bristol Rovers. It looked like Lewis Richards was with him, and then him and Baldwin got a bit of a mix-up. Eventually, though, it is Ollie Clark who's curled one beyond Sam Walker into the back of the net to restore all the hope for the Swindon Town fans and crush the hearts of many Bantams who've made the long journey down to Swindon, 10 minutes to rescue our FA Cup season. Goodness me, again we've dominated the game, but just not good enough in both boxes. Magoma looks inside here for Alex Patterson, a little bit of space inside the penalty area to finish, and what a save that is from the Swindon Town goalkeeper. I thought that was going to be a certain goal. That is an absolutely fantastic save, and there's not long left on the clock. It's now or never really for us. But Swindon are looking to come down the other end and wrap things up as Glatzel actually cuts back, and that is a really nice first touch there from McGregor. He has sat Lewis Richards down on his backside, and now he's just going to maintain possession. Well, he's going to attempt to do that. He's just booted it straight out of play, and they've just brought a centre half off with 10 seconds left for, I'm pretty sure, an attacking midfielder. A left winger, it seemed there. Either way, Swindon win. We're out of the FA Cup, and it's yet another defeat for the Bantams. We are really desperate for January. It cannot come quicker, and we are only at the start of November. We've still got another 2 months before we can even really consider making signings. Joe Adams is in my ear as well. Disappointed that he wasn't playing. Keep working on your own game. You're probably going to go back to Wigan in January, if we're really honest. What's our final task on there? Again, nothing really to note. We've got Doncaster away. They're 18th. We're up in 6th. Although that gap to the top 3 is starting to build. We're now 3 points away from second. Still only 1 point away though from third. But if we lose our next game, we could fall really far down the table, down to 14th, 15th sort of place. So 3 points against Doncaster would be massive. But this is Bradford City we're talking about. Apparently Patterson and Magoma made it into the team of the week. How did they manage that? What are the odds that Doncaster are also going to play the 5-3-2 formation that everybody else seems to do? Clearly, not very likely. They're going to play a 4-2-3-1. Former Bantam Jordan Gibson starts on the left wing. That seems to be the only former player they've got. Billy Sharp does lead the line though for Doncaster, so we all know what that means. We are going to do some defending and do some overload defending because we are bad at defending. Who would have thought that? Let's get into match day and have a look at the squad. I think Bailey and Patterson, they've got to certainly be starting. They've been two of our better performers so far this season. Do we go to a back four maybe? 4-2-3-1? I really don't know what to do at this point. Do we try something really unorthodox and put like Corey Evans in centre half? I know we've got so many centre halves, but how much longer can this go on for, this bad run of form? We will stick Shepherd in and put Kelly over to the middle once again, but everything just seems to be so unorthodox in the way we go about things. Joe Adams, you're going to make your way onto the bench this time for Anthony Sarcevic. It's just not been great, has it? Let's get into it. We need another win. I'm starting to get a little bit frustrated because we're just not winning football matches and there's not really a lot I can do until January. Doncaster coming forward on the near side. Nixon with the ball, swings it in early doors, and Jack Shepherd just about manages to get his head on the end of that. Can we come forward here and counter? Patterson's pass isn't amazing and we concede possession. It's been a very scrappy game so far. Both sides are really struggling to maintain the football, but Andy Cook is looking for a through ball here for Ollie Sanderson. He'll give chase. Good strength though from Joe Holloway. Andy Cook looks for Alex Patterson in one-on-one, and Alex Patterson finds the back of the net. We take the lead in today's Yorkshire derby. Could this finally be the game to send us on a winning run? I was talking pre-match about how good Alex Patterson has been for us so far this season and why he needs to start. He's on the score sheet again. I'm pretty sure it's Andy Cook with the assist. Really nice build-up play, to be fair. We've played quite a lot in the air so far. Sanderson with the flick on, Andy Cook with the ball through, and Alex Patterson curls it into the back of the net. Past, is it Sharman Lowe, the Doncaster goalkeeper? A really nice finish though there from our number 16. Hasn't quite hit the heights we expected of him so far this season in real life. On this career mode though, he's certainly performing to expectation, and for the first time in what feels like a long time, we are leading a football match away from home. Sanderson coming forward, maintains possession very nicely and finds Magoma. That's surely a foul, referee. It is. It's going to be an opportunity for us to put the ball in the box. Oluwu goes into the book, and I thought it was a foul, but a yellow card certainly does seem a little bit harsh for Doncaster's number 5. Was he captain for this game? Obviously, I completely forgot. We signed Owen Bailey from Doncaster, didn't we? So this game's got a little bit more spice on it than what anyone else would think, as Kieran Kelly's nearly put one in the top corner from 25 yards out. Where on earth did that come from? I'm looking on from the sidelines, and we've now got a corner. Magoma sends it into the box. Again, not a great delivery. I think that was Owen Bailey who flicked on at the front post, but clearly never going to trouble the goalkeeper. Half an hour gone, We are winning 1-0. Sabara picks up the ball in quite a lot of room. I'm not too sure what we're doing here defensively. He's going to get off a shot, and it's found the back of the net. Oh, how frustrating again. We've got 5 defenders. We've got a holding midfielder. Why are we always so open? It can't be anything to do with the tactics, can it? Surely. I just don't understand. Why has Sabara got so much time there? And to be fair, it's a hell of a finish. I thought it was going to come off the post and maybe go out, but it might have even hit the other post on the way into the back of the net. It's a hell of a strike, though, from Joe Sabara. Sam Walker has absolutely no chance, and I think it does hit both posts to find the back of the net. That's meant to be Grant McCann, is it? He looks absolutely buzzing. Just before half-time, Doncaster are level. Lewis Richards coming forward on this left-hand side. He'll probably be the final highlight of the half. Sends a ball into the box, headed away there by Doncaster, and we're just absolutely nowhere near the second ball. But look how many players we've got behind the ball. How are we always so exposed in the midfield? We've got 3 in there. No one's playing with 4 central midfielders either. I just don't understand it. I'm not going to make any changes at half-time, but what I am going to do is have a look at our player roles, because it seems to be that we're just all over the place, to be honest with you. We'll put Shepherd to be a ball-playing defender. Callum Johnson can also become a ball-playing defender, and then we'll change some of these up a little bit. Andy Cook can now be a target man, and Ollie Sanderson can be an advanced forward. Just see if that has any bearings on things, because something has to change, so we might as well change the player roles. I don't know, I must have done something here, because we're focusing on not the play. Can I get the menu up here and hopefully fix it? We've targeted Joe Holloway for some reason. I don't remember doing that. Andy Cook on the ball here. Can he thread it through to Ollie Sanderson? He holds it up very nicely, but he's not really got much in the way of support. Patterson now does well to get away from his man. Ball through here to Paris Magoma. And that is a brilliant save from the Doncaster Rovers goalkeeper. We will now make a triple substitution. Jata is coming on for Sanderson. Jamie Walker can come on for Paris Magoma. And we could do with... I don't really know what to do for the final change. Aidan Baldwin is going to come on for Lewis Richards. We'll put Callum Johnson over to left back. Baldwin into centre half. We'll just do the 3 changes for now. Was Colin Doyle floating there? He's meant to be 6'7". Why was he about a foot shorter than me? Unless I'm like 8 foot tall, which I don't think I am. Corner ball to come. Jamie Walker's first touch of the game will be a right-footed outswinger. Can we have a good ball in? It's not a bad one. It's just a shame there's no Bradford City player there. Baldwin brings the ball down. Eventually finds Patterson. Plays a 1-2 and a 3-4 and a 5-6. And we're learning to do his numbers there. If there's any 5-year-olds watching, I guess that's how you count. Do you learn to count at 5? Surely you must do it younger than that. Walker sends a ball into the box. Hell of a ball in. Andy Cook rises. But he can only find the top of the net. Not even top of the net. Over the bar. Jata looking to twist and turn. Finds Alex Patterson. The goal scorer for us in this one. Lays it off to Jamie Walker. Plays a 1-2. Then a 3-4. We've done a few of them in the last couple of moments. That's a poor pass, and we will look to make our final double substitution of the game. Joe Adams is going to come on for Alex Patterson, and Neil Byrne can come on for Kieran Kelly, who is starting to tire a little bit as well. Hopefully they'll come on for around 10-15 minutes or so. Patterson's played quite well, but Joe Adams gives us some fresh legs and all that sort of stuff, doesn't he? But Clifton has somehow got in behind our defence here, and I don't believe it. It's 2-1 to Doncaster, literally moments after I scheduled them substitutions to be made. I don't think this formation is the one. We're not creating enough chances. We're conceding far too many goals. You can't have 5 defenders and a holding midfielder and concede the amount of goals that we do. We simply get exposed far too easily in our full-back positions. Callum Johnson caught our position. Sam Walker, should he do better there? I know it's a good strike again, just like their first goal, but I think he shouldn't be getting beaten from outside the penalty area. It's not like it's right in the top corner, is it? Doncaster take the lead. My job really should be on the line now, because we've been on a horrendous run of form. It's about 2 wins in 15 matches. And they're in again, down our far side. I've no idea why Alassana Jata's that far back. Cleared away by Aidan Baldwin. A volley attempt comes in there, I think from maybe George Broadbent. Thankfully though, it's saved by Sam Walker. 15 to go. Doncaster coming forward, looking to kill the game off. Jordan Gibson finds Joe inside. He's going to hit one from distance, and Sam Walker eventually claims it. I think I'm going to change to a 4-2-3-1 narrow. I have 2 holding midfielders, have a couple attacking midfielders, and then we're not going to need to go out and sign more centre halves in January to replace the ones that are leaving. You know, we can go out and improve on them, but we're not going to need to go out and replace a Kieran Kelly. We can try and sell an Aidan Baldwin and then improve on him, if that does make sense. And we're not going to need to go out and get another striker. That's a strong challenge. Referee says there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like we've got a lot of very average players. That is brilliant play though from Jordan Gibson. He's got away from Jack Shepherd inside the penalty area to wrap the game up. and that sums up Jordan Gibson, doesn't it? All the hard work done, and then the easy bit is drilled wide. But we're into the final few moments of the game. The transfer strategy in January. I know I've spoke about January a lot, but it's obviously been the talking point in the comment section, so I do think it is important to address. We're going to not do panic signings like Alassane Jatta. Could we have got to January without signing? Probably, because he scored 1 or 2 goals and we spent a lot of money on him, to be fair. He's looking for the ball to Brad Halliday, cleared away there by Doncaster Rovers, but we've got a lot of very average players. I do want to replace them in January. The promotion is still the aim this season, but I don't even know if I'll still be in a job by the end of the season with the way things are going at the moment. We definitely need a change in formation though, as we've lost yet another game. Yes, it's away from home, but they were 18th in the table. Back-to-back 2-1 defeats so far in today's episode. At least Cheick Diabate will be back for the final game, which is positive news. It's away to Swindon, of course it is. They're third in the table. We're still somehow in the top 7. We're 7th, but there is now a 4-point gap between us and third. Not good enough. Here we go then, final game of today's episode. Having a look at our tasks. We've got a message here from Cheick Diabate. I'm feeling much better myself, ready to play. Hope you can get me back in the team. You are a big player for us, Cheick. We have missed you since you have been injured. Of all players to get injured, hopefully Cheick Diabate doesn't pick up another one. They're going to play the 5-3-2 again, but they do have a lot of tired players. We might surprise them a little bit though with the 4-2-3-1 formation. Dribbling maze is what we will do. We don't need to bother with the press conference. We've got 3 unread emails. Diabate is back from injury. Diabate is back from injury. I don't really understand the purpose of 2 separate emails for that, but we'll quickly go and build a 4-2-3-1 in the team management just so it's kind of our default. Although according to this, is that because he's got no sharpness maybe? He's got 100 fitness. I'm going to assume this is because of lack of sharpness. He's got slight injury still. What's going on? He said he was available. Is he actually not available yet? Who knows? So here is the current plan for the next couple of weeks. Anyway, we've got Walker in goal, a back 4 of Halliday, Diabate, Kelly need to make sure they're on the right side. Richards left back, Evans and Bailey in the midfield, Magoma on the right, Walker on the left, and Patterson in behind Andy Cook. On the bench, you've got Jatta, Sanderson, Southwick, Adams, Shepherd, Johnson, and Doyle, although a few of them won't be available for this one against Swindon. And if anybody is interested, these are the rules that we've got. You can quickly have a pause and have a look at them in a little bit more detail. Apparently, Paris Magoma can't play as a right attacking midfielder now, is that correct? No, he's perfectly fine to play there. Shepherd has gone up to 61 rated at least, so he's now going to make his way onto the bench. Byrne and Baldwin, we've sacked them off. Like we see there though, Corey Evans is unavailable for this game due to international call-up, which is unfortunate. So he's going to need to be replaced. I thought it was going to be an email. It turns out it wasn't. Let's have a look at our starting 11 then. Hopefully Diabate is fit. I'd rather play him with an injury than some of the other options we've got. Yeah, I know, I'm trying to take him out of the starting 11. This player is aware of the international duty and cannot be placed in this match day lineup. Right, so I've got to take him completely out. I don't know why I have to go that way around to do that, to be honest with you. Sarsvik can have a start, though, as a holding midfielder, and that does mean Wadsworth is going to make his way onto the bench. What it does also mean is we need to go in here and change the player roles. Maybe they're more important than normal, and Sarsvik can now be a deep line playmaker. I feel like he will be pretty good at that. That's the only change of the game we're going to make then. Let's go into tactical view. Diabate is playing. Apparently he's still injured. I can't remember what his injury was. I'm pretty sure it was quite serious. He was out for about 2 months or so, wasn't he? So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Final game of the episode. Can the new formation have a positive impact? One thing that I have realised as well is, obviously we changed the pitch at the start of today's episode, but we've played 3 away games, so we're not even going to see if it had any impact in this episode. So apologies about that, Forza Bantams, but you're probably loving the fact that we're playing away from home because we're not playing at Odsal, as you call it. Swindon come forward early doors here though. Chimanga with the shot. Sam Walker has made a save there. Diabate certainly looking a little bit rusty. 10 minutes gone, still 0-0. Magoma picks up the ball, little bit of room for him, playing on the right hand side of a front 3 behind the striker. He now finds Brad Halliday. Can he get a ball into the box? He does, to the back post. Walker, chest control, stabs it towards goal with the outside of his right foot. He had a little bit of time there to either come inside on his right foot or take a shot on with the left foot. It's poked towards goal with the right foot. Did the keeper get a touch? If he did, referee's definitely not seen it. Goal kick given, 20 minutes gone, still 0-0. Magoma looks for a brilliant pass here into Andy Cook. He holds the ball up well, playing as that target forward. He now finds Brad Halliday. A little bit of space for him to drive into. He's going to shoot, and he's kind of gone to place it at the front post instead of just blasting it towards the back post. Corner ball to come. Magoma will take. Right-footed outswinger. His corners again in this episode haven't been amazing. That one's much better. Finds Andy Cook nearly. Cleared away though by Will Wright. And now Walker goes back out wide to Magoma. Diabate now. First game back in a few months. Magoma back into Diabate. Very high up the pitch. Magoma once again takes over and drives inside with the ball, only using his right foot to control the football. Sarsvik now, been quite anonymous so far, but he finds Jamie Walker, still over on that far side. Magoma once more, looking to break down this Swindon wall, only really Andy Cook inside the penalty area. Brad Halliday now looks for the pass into Walker, little bit of time, looks for the ball back to Halliday, get off a shot, he does, good save from the keeper. Again, we're getting into good positions, but we just lack that end product. Andy Cook on the ball, looks for Alex Patterson, he goes out wide here to Lewis Richards, can he get a ball into the box? He cuts it back here for Walker, little bit of time, and how on earth has that not found the back of the net? Goodness me, that is an absolutely world-class save from the Swindon number 1. The same goalkeeper who played in the FA Cup match. How on earth has he kept that one out? That's a brilliant opportunity for Jamie Walker, who hasn't had many starts for us so far this season, but will certainly get more now due to this change in formation. But I cannot get my head around the fact that the keeper's made that save. Andy Cook now looking for Jamie Walker. It's now or never in this first half if we're going to get a goal. He looks for the overlap to Lewis Richards. Loads of time. Can we have some end products? What a save that is from the goalkeeper. What can I do? This is the single-handedly, whatever the sentence is, the greatest goalkeeping performance I have ever seen. We'll get on away for the second half, and hopefully this keeper's been drug tested at half-time, because he's definitely failed it. Walker looking to drive at the Swindon defence, twisting and turning. Can he get a ball into the box? He lays it back here to Lewis Richards, a little bit of time, couple of step overs for him, finds Alex Patterson, has got half a yard to shoot, but instead dribbles 10 yards outside the penalty area. Andy Cook holds up the ball now, looking to get off a couple of shots, obviously because Swindon have got 17 men behind the ball, he can't get off a shot. I don't know why either Walker or Patterson didn't shoot. I wish there was an instruction which would tell them just to smack the ball a bit more. Swindon coming forward here with Kilkenny, looking to create something, but Chimanga there did run offside. Can we get a tackle in? Clark on the ball. Scored the winner in the FA Cup a couple of weeks ago. He goes out wide to Harry Smith. Looks to get off a shot, and that's a big save there from Sam Walker. Swindon have got a corner then on this near side. It will be Kilkenny to take. Sends it in towards that front post. Alex Patterson's able to control that and smash it clear. There is 15 minutes left on the clock. We will kind of plan for our substitutions to come on. Alassana Jatta is going to come on for Andy Cook. Joe Adams can come on for Jamie Walker out on that left side. Shepherd can come on as well for Kieran Kelly. Halliday can come off for Callum Johnson, and Ollie Sanderson will come on as well for, actually, Lewis Richards, yeah, and we'll put Joe Adams to left back, Sanderson on the left wing. Joe Adams is comfortable in left back, we know about it. I don't even know if these subs will end up coming on, in all honesty. Swindon with the ball here with Cox, danger man in the FA Cup a couple of weeks ago. This time though, he decides to keep the ball safe. Chimanga on the ball, looks to switch the play. It's an interesting route. Sobowale wins the header. Cheick Diabate though, really composed there. Defensively he's been brilliant. If we keep a clean sheet on Diabate's first return back, it goes to show how important that he has been, because these are third in the table, so to go away to Swindon and keep a clean sheet will be important. If we can go and nick a winner though, that would be even better, wouldn't it? Magoma now looking to step in, using that half a yard of pace to get away from Hall, cuts it back here. Walker scuffs the shot. That was the chance to win the game, and that is probably the difference between being a mid-table side and a playoff side, or a playoff side and an automatic promotion side. You've got to take them chances when you only get one a game. I know he's not really had much football so far this season, but he has to take chances like that. 6 minutes to go. At least the subs are now on a bit of fresh legs. 1 minute of added time at the end of today's game. Is there going to be some late heartbreak, or is this game going to end as a stalemate? Swindon are in behind here. Sobowale just needs to square it to win it. He's gone for the shot. He's gone for all the glory. He's missed. Paul Glatzel, I'm sure, in the middle there, he's absolutely furious. But at least we stopped the little bit of a mini rot that we went on in this episode. We're going to sack off the back five, back three, whatever you want to call it, really. We're going to go with the 4-2-3-1 going forward and hope that that can have a positive impact on our season. Full time there does finish in a 0-0 draw. Looks like Corey Evans is still going to be unavailable for the clash against Fleetwood. We're down to 10th in the table and now 16 games have been played. there's not been many goals in our matches. 7 draws, 5 wins, 4 defeats. We're drawing far too many at this moment in time. Cheick Diabate wants a word. He says, great result. Gutted about the result, but thanks for giving me a game. I really feel like the injury's behind me now. I will say, no worries, you didn't let us down. Very important player for us. Absolutely brilliant. Hopefully now we don't get any more key injuries to key players. I'm going to leave it there though for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, make sure to drop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. 30 likes on today's episode will be massively appreciated, and don't forget to get your thoughts in down in the comment section down below. Neil Byrne is in my word here. I know Cheick Diabate is fit again, Cheick Diabate, but I hope I've done enough to stay in the side. This is a big moment for me in my career. This isn't just about you. Get out of my office and don't ever speak to me ever again. Speak to me though in the comments. I'd love to know your thoughts, and hopefully we'll find out in the next episode if I updated the pitch just for you, Forza.